Good morning. It's your girl Subliminal Dreams tapping in. Just wanted to grace your timeline. I want to talk to you about a couple things that's been coming through and it's been touching my spirit. So I get a lot of people that ask me different questions about different things, my opinion. Now I want to remind you, I'm not an expert, so it's not my job to influence you, but common sense is free. But I do want to talk about some of the things that me and a lot of my personal friends and different people that I know go. So the word today is accountability. And I know it's not a big word, but for some odd reason in our culture and society, that is a word that we are struggling with. So I wanted to break it down just a little bit for you today. Accountability. It's a 2-syllable word, and I'm gonna break it down for you. So accountability first came into the English terminology or the English language in the 13th century, and it has to deal with concepts about accounting, recalling different events, mostly dealing with money back in the day. Fast forward, we use accountability as a term to try to hold people to their decisions or their actions or however you want to put it. So first, let's talk about the word accountability. Accountability itself means the ability to be able to hold yourself responsible for what you've done, what you've said, and whatever else that goes along with that's directly related to you. So account is the ability to be able to report or recall a situation or an experience. So typically when you're accounting a situation, you have to be present to be able to account that situation. So that's the biggest part of accountability, making sure that you're aware that you're present during that situation. Ability is being able to perform a certain task. Once you become good at it, you become an expert. So accountability is being an expert at holding yourself accountable. So why is it so hard for people to hold themselves accountable? I think they forget that it's easier to blame someone else versus really sitting down and looking at yourself and saying, damn, I fucked up. I mean, I've been guilty of it. I've done it before. I've blamed somebody else for something that happened to me. But in hindsight, here I am. Now I understand what accountability is. Accountability is being able to say, I took part in that situation. I facilitated what happened in that situation. I'm not fully blaming myself, but I'm taking responsibility for my role. I mean, you got to understand, most of the time, this accountability word circles around relationships. Oh, I'm mad. You did this to me. Oh, so-and-so did that to me. So I did this. Or I gave up too much of my time. Well, you have to understand, the person that you was giving your time to only took that time because you allowed them to have that time. You gave them that time. So how are you not going to hold yourself accountable for giving yourself to somebody who you obviously knew wasn't going to value your time? It's called accountability. Yeah, you can hold that person accountable for knowing that their motives wasn't true to what they said they were, but at some point you knew. So you chose to stay, and you have to hold yourself accountable for that. If your life is not where you want it to be, you can't get up every day going out trying to point the finger at somebody else, because 9 times out of 10, I didn't do anything for your life to be the way that it was. So you have to take accountability for what you have done, what you facilitated, what you've allowed to happen, and change it. I think my biggest issue is the fact that we're always pointing the finger. You did it. I did it. She did it. He did it. They did it. What about what you actually did? So my thing is, take responsibility for what you've done, because 9 times out of 10, what's happening to you is based on something you've done to somebody else. And karma is real. We all dance with karma every single day. So when we do this dance for her, it's not nobody else's fault that we have to do that dance. It's something we put out in the universe. So I just wanted to grace your timeline again, Baldy Hine. Make sure you subscribe. Tune in to all the social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, everything. And subscribe, like, hit that button. Got a lot of more good content coming to you. Peace. Remember, it's not my job to influence you, but common sense is free.